So you're actually Iliana's friend, right?
I'm her sister.
Oh, you're a sister?
When I was 15 at school, yeah.
What happened?
One of my classmates.
How did that happen? Like,
We hung out after school with a group of friends, and
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think that's Josiah's kid, man. So you do the penetrating?
yeah.
Okay. Does that make you feel like safer or whatever? Or like, cause I be
I
trying
just
to
do
figure.
it because they enjoy it.
I was about to say, like, what enjoyment do you get out of that?
None really. They like it. I do it.
So then, where do you get to busting that? What's going on with your mental health?
I was feeling like suicidal. When I
Suicidal?
was 16, I started going to hospitals a lot.
So let's dive into that, right? What was the pain points that was causing you to feel that way? Do you feel like the masculine look that you present, the fact that you gained weight and everything, do you feel like any of that is subconsciously to kind of not attract men and to kind of protect yourself from incidents like that? Those test results should be back in the next day or two. How you feeling?
Anxious.
Definitely interested in hearing your story. I was always curious about it, but I honestly thought that you was her brother.
Everybody gets that.
Everybody thinks
Yeah.
that.
It's the voice too. Why is the voice so deep? What's up, YouTube? Back in the lab with KD for the summertime. And this time I got my hitters with. If you want to get this work, hit up at KD with the muscle on Instagram. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta's true. Hold on. Jesus Christ. Let's back that up. Let's back it up. All right. All right. All right. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. So, young lady, right? Okay, I want to make sure I'm getting that right. And so, how you doing today?
Good.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, so are you homeless?
Not now.
Okay,
I was,
so
though.
right. So you was out here. So you're actually Iliana's friend, right?
I'm her sister.
Oh, you're a sister? That's your sister?
Hey, yeah, that's my sister.
Oh, I didn't know y'all were sisters. Like blood related?
No.
Okay, but foster in the system together and everything else?
Yeah.
Did y'all grow up in the system together or did y'all meet out here?
I ended up getting adopted, so.
Okay. Was it to the same people that she was with or whatever? Okay, okay. But at some point y'all was in the system, I guess, together or whatever? Okay, I get it. How old are you?
18?
18? Okay, okay, okay. So, do you have any kids?
No.
No? Okay. Yeah, I see that right now you're pretty much, you're rocking with Tone and Iliana, so you're off the street officially.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Did you guys move into the spot down here?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay, okay. All right, so we got all that out the way. You're 18, and so coming out of the system, so I mean, how long have you been in this position? How long were you in the position of homelessness?
So, when I was 17, my parents kicked me out, and then I lived with my grandma for a bit, but she found out I was gay, kicked me out when I turned 18, so I moved to New York, and then my best friend and I got in an argument. I moved back here, and then I was homeless till about last month, March till last month.
Okay, okay. So let's start with the parents. So why did your parents kick you out at 17?
Because I was vaping.
Couldn't stop vaping?
Nah.
Why
was
not?
an idiot. I was a stupid kid.
I mean,
I
you,
didn't
well,
wanna listen
listen,
to
that's
my
like saying,
parents.
that's just like saying I was a kid. Because all kids are kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you're a typical kid, kind of doing your thing, being a little bit rebellious.
Yeah.
And to the point to where they felt like they needed to kick you out?
They were tired of it.
Was there anything else going on?
We just argued a lot, and my parents are in the middle of a divorce too.
Oof.
Yeah.
So just kind of a toxic environment, I guess. Okay, okay. Do you have siblings?
I have an older brother.
Okay, older brother. And so how many years older is he than you?
7.
7? What's you guys' relationship like?
We're actually really close.
Really close? When you got kicked out, you couldn't like go live with him or anything like that?
He's always out of town for work.
Okay. So
And I was a minor, so couldn't.
Okay, okay. All right. Okay, so bottom line is that you got kicked out at 17 by the parents. You went up to and that was here in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
And so you moved up to New York?
Well, I lived with my grandma
Lived with your grandma for a little bit.
Found out I was gay.
How long did you stay with grandma?
From August to November 8th. Well, November 16th.
Okay, so she didn't know that you was gay?
No. I had really long hair still. I cut my hair in March, so
Okay.
it wasn't really obvious.
So it wasn't really obvious back then. Huh? How did that make you feel when she found out that you was gay and she decided to kick you out?
It made me sad because I was like, I thought you would still love me at the end of the day, but I guess not. Because my mom and my dad cool with it. My great grandmother even knows.
Huh?
But
So his grandmother has a problem with it.
yeah,
Okay. And so then you moved up to New York with your best friend. Is this a male or a female?
female.
And so what happened with that? How long did you stay up there?
Till March. So about
4 months. You say from about November to March. Okay, it's about 4 or 5 months. And so what happened with that?
It was good up until the last month. We just started arguing all the time. Then she started getting mad at little things.
Were y'all romantically involved?
No,
No?
nah. I was dating someone at the time, and so was she.
You were dating someone? Were they local or out of town?
They lived here.
So it was out of town relationship at that
Yep, 16 hours away.
point. Okay, because I mean, obviously you present very masculine right now, right? And so let's just start from the beginning. So where you from?
Atlanta.
Hey, man, shout out the city, man. Shout out that ATL. You already know. What part?
South Fulton.
Man, shout out that South Fulton. That's a brand new city. That city still got that new car smell on it. I ain't mad at it, man. Shout out South Fulton. And so growing up here in Atlanta, did you have both mom and dad in the household?
Yeah.
Okay, and so...
Well, I got adopted when I was 3.
Okay, so they're not blood. They're not your... Okay. Did you ever get an explanation or a reason or story as to why you was adopted?
My mom's a crackhead and my dad's in jail, so
Okay.
I really didn't.
What's
have
your
family.
racial background?
I'm black and Hispanic.
Black and Hispanic? Which one was black and which one was Hispanic?
My mom is black, my dad's Hispanic.
Okay. So kind of like a Hispanic guy got with, I guess, your mom was a crackhead at the time, and so
Yeah.
they kind of made a baby type deal? Okay. And so growing up, would you say that you had like a fairly normal childhood?
I mean, it was probably a little not normal because I was privileged, very privileged, because my parents had money.
Okay.
And any sport I wanted to do, I always got to do. I went to Hawaii. I went trips out of.
So upper middle
of the
class,
country,
right?
yeah.
Sounds like an upper middle class upbringing. And so, did you like go to high school, graduated?
I didn't graduate.
Okay, why not? What was the highest grade that you?
11th.
Why'd you drop out in the 11th?
I didn't drop out. My parents pulled me out because of my mental health. And I
'Cause
just
what?
never went back. My mental health.
Your mental health? What was going on with your mental health?
I was feeling like suicidal. When I
Suicidal?
was 16, I started going to hospitals a lot.
So let's dive into that, right? What was the pain points that was causing you to feel that way? Now that looking back on it,
I have a lot of unresolved trauma from a lot of different things.
let's
And
talk about some of that. So what is some of the trauma?
I have really bad abandonment issues because of my mom.
Your
Because-
biological mom,
yeah.
you're saying?
And then verbal abuse was a thing in my house.
What type of verbal abuse?
Just yelling all the time, saying very disrespectful stuff to people.
Okay, so just like kind of...
My dad has told me to kill myself, so that's the type of stuff I had to deal with at home.
Tell you what, man, you could be upper middle class and have everything that you want and still not have the stuff that you need.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ask just because, right? Did any type of sexual trauma or anything like that ever happen to you?
When I was 15 at school, yeah.
What happened?
One of my classmates.
How did that happen? Like,
We hung out after school with a group of friends, and he was driving me home.
and so he was driving you home, and then what happened? He pulled over in a dark alley or something, or
No.
did he pull up to your driveway? And what,
We
like,
stopped at a pizza place to get food, and then when he came back, he like drove into like a darker part of the parking lot.
were y'all like intoxicated at that point or anything like that? No.
I didn't do any kind of drugs at that time.
So, what did he like?
He just forced himself on me, and
Like the
I
doors
didn't
were
do
locked,
nothing.
and so when you say you didn't do nothing, meaning because everybody has different responses to this type of situation, is what I'm learning, right? So did you just kind of be like, just resign yourself to the fact that it was happening? Or did you
I
like
told
try
him
to fight?
stop multiple times,
So-
and then he didn't, and I just gave up.
Okay.
Let him do whatever, and then I left after.
Was that like your first time?
It was.
That was your first time like being penetrated? At that point, did you consider yourself gay, or like you didn't really know?
I already knew that I like girls. I've known since I was 5th grade that I like girls.
I get it, but there's also people that like girls and like guys, right?
Yeah.
Was there any part of you at that point, before that incident happened, that liked guys as well? No? Okay. So when he did this to you, I guess, like you say, you told him to stop a bunch of times. He didn't stop. And so, you know, I guess you just kind of let it happen at that point, right?
Yeah.
How did you feel afterwards?
That's when all my suicidal thoughts started happening, because I was like, it's my fault. I shouldn't have let him continue. I could have stopped it, but in reality, I couldn't have. I was this tiny little thing in high school. Same height, but I weighed 90 pounds. There was nothing I could have did.
Okay. Wow, that sounds like that was definitely one of those moments in life that, you know, changes everything, right? And so, did you tell anybody when it happened, or?
I didn't tell anybody till I was like 17.
17?
And I told my therapist. She ended up telling my mom, and then my mom found out.
What was their response?
My mom was like, why didn't you tell us? You should have told us. We would have did something about it. But I was just like, I didn't want to tell nobody. I was scared to. And she was just like, okay, we don't talk about it anymore.
Seriously?
I don't like talking about it with her. I don't like talking about a lot of stuff with her.
Is it, I guess she's not as understanding as you would want her to be, or why? Why don't you like talking to her about it?
She likes to have this perfect world.
I get it. Listen,
and,
I get it.
That's not included in that.
Yeah. I mean, wow. I tell you what, man, there's a lot of people that like to keep up appearances, and they really feel uncomfortable addressing the underbelly, right? Shout out to soft white underbelly. They really have a problem addressing the underbelly of society, of the things that we don't want to talk about. Did you ever see that guy after that?
He went to my school, so yeah.
Yeah, you saw him all the time.
But he graduated that year.
Yeah,
so
but still, you had to see him for the rest of the year.
For the rest of the year, but
What were your thoughts whenever you would see him? Like, how did you feel? Like,
my closest friends did know about it. Like, my best friend knew. And anytime she would see him, she'd see him before me and make us go the opposite direction. My friends would just make me avoid him.
so I'm gonna ask you something. Okay, because I've talked to a lot of folks that have different levels, different identities when it comes to their sexuality, right? But I still believe that some of those traumas do play a role in, I guess, how far people go with it, right? Do you feel like the masculine look that you present, the fact that you gained weight and everything, do you feel like any of that is subconsciously to kind of not attract men and to kind of protect yourself from incidents like that?
The weight was because I'm diabetic. So I didn't really have any choice in that.
Are you type 1 or type 2?
Type 2.
I get it, but type 1 you're born with, type 2 you develop, right? And so we have some things that we can do about that, right? So I get it. I'll accept that for now, though. And so as far as the more masculine presenting, because I'll be honest with you, I thought you was male.
A lot of people do.
Right. I didn't think you was female. And so do you think any of that is to kind of protect yourself?
I just feel more comfortable like this, honestly.
Do you think you feel more comfortable?
Hair, but
do you think you feel more comfortable because of what I'm saying, though? Like, just take a second.
I never liked dresses and stuff. So the clothing part, I just always been like that.
Okay.
I don't like wearing girly stuff.
I get it. I'm just trying to mine for things to see what's in there, right? Have you been penetrated since then?
Yeah.
By a guy?
Yeah.
How did that incident happen?
I tried it, didn't like it.
Okay. What made you decide to try it?
He was my best friend, and I was like,
That's that best friend stuff, man.
We
See,
talked
that's why I don't be
about it.
trusting best friends. You're like, oh, that's just my best friend. Yeah, okay. Best friends always find a way to screw each other, but go ahead.
we were best friends, and we had talked. Because I was like, I kind of want to see, because what if I'm not a lesbian? And we talked about it, and then I was like, honestly, you're the only person I will let that happen. Because I have to trust the person.
Right. And so when y'all did it, it was terrible, or you didn't really like it?
I didn't like it. After, I was just like, yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Is that right? Huh. That's interesting. Okay. I know a lot of studs. I'm be honest with you. I know a lot of studs that be sneak digging. I know a lot of them. You're 18, so you're still young right now, but I know a lot of studs that they can't resist that urge after a while. And so just because to me, that's natural, right? It's like it was put inside you to desire certain things. And so I get it if you don't, because, different things, right? Everybody's got different situations in life and everything else, but it's just interesting to me. It's interesting. So y'all did it like that. You didn't like it at all. Was it with a condom on or?
Yeah, he used a condom.
Use a condom? Okay. A little bit better without, but all right. So, okay. Okay. Are you like penetrated with your girlfriends or whatever? So you do the penetrating?
Yeah.
Okay. Does that make you feel like safer or whatever? Or like, cause I be trying
I
to
just do it because they enjoy it.
I was about to say, like, what enjoyment do you get out of that?
None really. They like it. I do it.
So then, where do you get to bust a nut?
When we give each other head and shit.
Okay,
That's
so basically that's how
mostly.
you get off is the orals?
Yeah.
Huh. Cause I'm thinking like, man, do you ever get to bust a nut? Like, if I got this pent up rage. Like, nah, you seem really cool. All right. It's interesting to me to have these conversations. So I'm glad that you indulged me in it. Okay. So is there any plans on like, getting back in high school or finishing GED or anything like that?
I want to get my GED, but first I need to get my anxiety under check because I have bad test anxiety, and a GED is literally just a test.
All right, because you seem like a pretty cool person, right? Where's the other part that we're not seeing? Where's the part?
I have anger issues, I guess.
Huh?
I have anger issues, I guess.
When does that come out?
When
Or for what
someone
reason?
does something to someone I love or me, that's when I get mad.
I get that 100%. So you guys have a double date coming up? And so
Tomorrow.
your girlfriend, she lives here?
She's not my girlfriend yet, actually. This
Okay,
is our second date.
So someone that you're going on a date with?
Yeah.
Okay, and so what are your plans for that? What do you want? What are your desires?
Well, I'm buying her flowers, and then we already had our first kiss and stuff, so
Okay.
I do want her to be my girlfriend eventually, but I'm gonna take things slow.
Yeah, because I mean, you're still kind of getting yourself situated, right?
Yeah.
Are you doing anything to get it so where you can have your own spot and everything else?
I'm actually her caregiver.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm getting paid to watch her.
Okay. All right. Wow. Y'all got it set up. I ain't mad at that. That's how you need to have it set up, because you're doing it anyway, right?
Yeah.
So you might as well.
I'm already with her, so why not?
Okay. And so y'all plan on keeping that the same?
Yeah, for a while. We want to move to Cali one day, though.
Cali? Okay. Iliana, come on over here, sweet. I'm gonna be a little bit messy right now, right? I'll be a little messy. I'm gonna be a little bit messy, okay? Because that's just me sometimes, right? And so, all right. So I just wanted to check on that. All right. You come on back over here. All right. Well, listen, we really appreciate you taking the time answering all of our questions. If anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
I'd stay with Iliana, so y'all could just send it to her Cash App.
Okay, ilianaangelr. And like I say, those test results should be back in the next day or two. How you feeling?
Anxious.
Huh?
Anxious.
If you ain't seen, he got a little darker.
Oh yeah, he just gotten darker.
Yeah.
He gotten darker. He's been, you laughing this time?
I don't know, man. I think that's I don't know, man. I think that's Josiah's kid, man. I don't know. I'm just looking. I'm like,
Yeah, if you see, you can see his eye color a little bit. It's like
the
a
eye
hazel,
color,
it's a
kind of the
hazel.
eyebrows a little bit. Looking at the forehead a little bit.
You know how you put the video with Josiah and his, even Tone said he got his nose, like the little flatness of his nose.
I tell you what, man, them features starting to come in. We gonna see, because he's definitely got your features as well, so there's no denying that.
Yeah.
He's got your cheeks. Look at the lips. What you smiling at, little fella?
He's been so happy.
You a good baby, ain't you?
And look how big he is. He
I don't-
just outgrown his bassinet.
Wow.
Like when he stretches, his head's touching and his feet are touching the end.
So he's gonna have that height that Josiah has
Yeah,
too.
he's gotten big.
Little fella, are you little Joe? Let me find out. You gonna be the next YouTube star.
Divine, you gonna be dancing in the streets, Divine? Please don't. Your dad gonna cut your ass.
As long as it ain't no crack, you can dance just as long.
No, he ain't touching no drugs.
Nah, I know that's right, man. I know that's right. Well, listen, we really appreciate y'all as always, all right? Definitely interested in hearing your story. I was always curious about it, but I honestly thought that you was her brother.
Everybody gets that.
Everybody thinks that.
It's the voice too. Why is the voice so deep?
My voice has been deep since I was little. I don't know.
Huh. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Well, listen, like I say, definitely appreciate y'all. Definitely wishing them but the best, okay? Oh, did you shout out your IG or Facebook?
SJ's on my feed.
SJ's?
On my feed.
Okay, how you spell that?
SJAYSONMYFEET.
Okay, say less, man.
I also
say less.
make music.
Can they find that on your Instagram stuff? Man, y'all
or
go
just
check.
look up Samaj Farrell on any streaming platform.
Samaj Farrell,
Mm-hmm.
like Will Ferrell, but so it's the same.
SEMAJ.
Right, and then Farrell, like Will Ferrell. Okay, say less. All right, well, listen, y'all definitely make sure y'all have a good one today. Okay.
All right.
All right.